What games did you play as a child?
As a child, the games we played mostly, we'd say when I was year age, the boys and the girls, we seldom played together. But the boys usually, in my age, there was a fellow by the name of Hopalong Cassidy. He was beyond the films. He was a cowboy. And that's the games we used to play. Cowboys and Indians. And of course the cowboys always beat the Indians. So you had to be a cowboy. So I'd be there and I wanted to be a Hopalong Cassidy, because Hopalong Cassidy had 2 guns. And you could shoot what Indians are there. And the Indians in my day had bow and arrows, which we made ourselves. Do you know who Hopalong Cassidy? Never heard of Hopalong Cassidy? No. We must get old films. Hopalong Cassidy was our hero. All the cowboys were. And we should always play cowboys and Indians. That's for the boys. The girls. Oh yeah, another game we had was Conquest. Do you know what Conquest is? That's a game I'll show you how to play Conquest sometime. You get in the chest or sheep, probably called, and you put them in a swing, right? And you have a good one. And you give your man 3 shots. And if you broke your conquer, he was the winner. So if you got 3 shots, if you broke his conquer, he was the winner. The girls mostly played a thing called Cobby. You ever hear of it?
Cobby house.
Cobby, now you have it. And what they used to do with the girls, they go around and, because usually we know here, this is our playground down here on the green. I live just over there when I was born. And they played Cobby. They had a shop every year for a week. So that's what they played. They were going around the creeks into China with broken mugs and cups and things like that, and they put them out like that. They pretend they were in a house and they pretended to be drinking tea and all that. That's what the girls played.
Do you amuse yourself in a special way at certain times of the year?
Well, usually stealing apples was a good time. We had no apples for sale in the shop. So we had to get into there was a couple of orchards around the place. You know the wall, do that. But when we got a bit older, below where the hall is, we got our first modern cinema down there. There's a fellow come from Clonmel in the van, and he began the pictures with us. That's where Hopalong Cassidy be below, and Hopalong Cassidy be behind the van, or behind the big stone. The Indians would be coming there, we'd be shouting, "He's behind you, he's behind you! Watch out, the Indians!" That was our first. It cost 3 pence to go to that picture, which is about half a cent now. But we hadn't 3 pence. And if we got 3 pence over, 3 pennies was a little bronze time. And that was 3 pence. It cost 3 pence to go to that. For those were our cinemas and our modern communications. That was it. And of course, half the time, the table was right halfway with us to sit down in the middle and put the bowling in. But below the broken hall, as we call it down there, that was our cinema.
Did you tell stories while sitting around the fire in winter?
Well, I didn't tell it, but there was a man here, if you ever related, he was Daily Neagle was his name, if you ever related to Dan's way back, and he used to tell us ghost stories. Above there, in the little house that was up there, if you look, it's just up above there, I'm sure you remember families were born. But he tells us ghost stories. And I definitely would be a friend of my life today from there to go down to my house. There'd be ghost stories that time. There'd be people coming down with sheets on them and frightened their lives out of that time with ghosts. You didn't hear them. And at this time of the year now, I'm not going to go too far, with the old people, this is a very scary time for them. May was, would say, to go back to pagan religions. And they used to be very afraid of fish oaks. Anyone hear of fish oaks?
Yeah.
And May Eve, they'd always go around the lot would go around the property and they get the holy water and they shave it in the holy water. Because they could run into very bad luck if the fish oaks arrived down there. Fish oaks. It was a pagan thing.
What town then were you from?
There's this place I think called Dare would be the name of the place around where I was. But I was born here in Churchway. I was just born over here. But Dare, Cappawhite was usually Cappawhite or Cappawhite, we usually called this. That time you must remember that we had no maps or anything like that. You know what I mean? That we didn't go into this different towns and all that. We were just from Cappawhite and that was it. Like, you know what I mean? But there is different towns around it, you know.
What kind of houses were there?
The house I lived down there now was a stone house. It was living below, just below the bakery on the right hand side, with a slate house in it. But galvanized, you know galvanized, that sheet metal that goes over the house. Yeah, that came in after the touch, you know what I mean? The touch that time. All the houses were touched, I suppose, years ago. But I can't remember it being touched around here. I'd say gears across the road there was touched. You know where Dr. Johnnie's there. I can remember a thatched house being there, all right, you know what I mean?
So thatch wasn't very prevalent
Not around here in my time.
in the 20s and 30s, kind
Not
of.
in my time now. No, not in my time. It was galvanized states. That's a few around the place. There's a few of them around. No, they came into that time. Yeah. But I'd say not people out the country have thatched houses, you know what I mean? And there's still a few around.
Do you know any Irish?
Very good. That's what I like. Irish was, if you go back, how we say, I'm just tracing back to my grandmother's time when she went to school. Irish was forbidden in her time to be taught in school. Like, you know what I mean? And that came down to us. So when I was here, we were never taught Irish here. We were never taught Irish in this school. But when I went to the secondary school, I learned a small little bit of Irish.
Were houses more numerous in former times?
No, there's more houses built now than there ever was. You know what I mean? If you look at all the big estates that's around the place. When I was young for that, there probably 11 people lived in two houses, in 2 rooms. Now there is 2 people living in 11 rooms. So if you look at it, when I was born below there in the house, there was 8 of us. No, of us. My father, my mother, 10. There was 11 of us living down there. That's in 2 rooms.
People immigrated from there to America or elsewhere in former years.
Definitely, in my time, England was the place. Everyone was, I think, if I remember rightly, all my brothers and my sisters were in England at one time. Everyone was from England.
Did you go, Johnny?
Oh, did I? Yeah.
Do you remember when you went? Do you remember that time?
I remember we got like, time is getting long. I arrived in England, my uncle took me over there, right? And I was small like he. And the first test I got to know, my hands tipped the bottom of the sink. I get the job washer up, right? But where was it? In Buckingham Palace. That's exactly what it was. I get 2 years there.
In Buckingham Palace?
Yeah, with my sisters, yeah.
How'd you get there?
We got on a steam train, choo, out in Dundrum. Yeah, and you know the steam train is, you do? And we got a boat in above in Dublin, all the way over, and got another steam train over in England. It took us nearly over a full day to get to London that time. Yeah. You can go from here to America now in a bit of a day. It just take us nearly a day and a half. A night, the boat would be at night, and take another 4 or 5 hours of the time to go to London. I was in London in like 15 or 16.
Any rivers, lakes, or streams?
That's another thing. There's a place called the Line River out here, right? And then there's the Cappawhite River. And that's where we used to go swimming. If we wanted to go swimming, we'd go out, the bigger fellas would go out and they'd drop the river outside.
Block it.
Block it with...
Dam it.
Damn it, yeah, and that was our swimming pool.
How was the local fair held?
In my time, we got a day off during the fair. Because the fair was held alone in the village, right? And the farmers would be bringing in their cattle at night time or during the day. And they stack them up outside the houses like that. And they'd be minding them there all day for the cattle. And then they'd be going selling them below. They'd sell them below at Hinches, there were Hinches there. This is my time, below there. And the cattle would be brought in and they'd be going around one at a time and they'd be buying them and selling them, right? That's where below. But before my mother's time was American, the fairs used to be held here on the Breen. We used to call this the Breen, as you know there. And the fairs would be held there. And the farmers would be coming in there where they could get their cattle into the best positions, get them up high where people could see them. And when the cattle were in the best positions, you probably got a bit nicer. Right? And if we wanted to earn a few shillings then that evening when the fair, of course there was cattle mostly, then there was horses, and then there was pigs and butters. You know the butter is, you do. Yeah. If a butter got out of the car below, we'd be all running after the butter to catch the butter because we get 6 cents if we got the butter and put it back in the car. That's what the issue gave. In the evening time then, the farmer would be after buying his cattle and he'd have to take them home. And most places he could take, the railway station was in Dundrum. which is 6 miles away. So the 4 or 5 of us get together, and there was a tow walking in the village chairs, a northern man, and we get 6 pence for driving, walking all the way to Dundrum and back. Those were the fairs. Cattle, pigs and horses. Big day out, pastry packed. There were 2 or 3 people selling sandwiches and making tea and spoken hard about the big food down out of the vans. That's what the big day. One of the biggest fairs around was here in Cappawhite. A fair day. And the fair was that time, that's the only way they had to sell their cattle. Was here on the fair day.
How are animals marked and sold?
As far as I remember, they had a small little disc, a little paper disc, and it was glued, and they stick it onto the back of the cow.
Okay, so it was glued onto the cow at that point.
Yeah, glued onto the cow, there's no cow, yeah. Well, the farmers always know their own cows, you know what I mean? They would own. But when they go and sell them, they'd all be stamped, and there'd be cow number, there it'd be 21, 22, 23, or 24. They'd flog it, they'd know then, you know.
Of what does each meal consist?
Well, porridge was a great thing that time, porridge. That would be our main meal. Fresh meat would be very scarce. And so it was mostly into bacon and cabbage and things like that. But fresh meat, there was no such thing as a butcher, I'd say. I wouldn't know butcher coming here, but butcher in Scotland in my head. So I traveled them, they would know if butcher was in the town. But everyone kept the pig that time. You know what I mean? They got the pig. Made their black puddings that time, which were another. Not that they had black pudding. Mostly, it was mostly in our time, especially before my time, it was mostly bacon and things like that.
Potatoes eaten at every
Oh
meal.
God, you can say that again. The potatoes kept it alive. Like, yes, you'll never see the potatoes. When you put the potatoes they kept it alive.
Did you drink milk?
You would do, yeah, you had to get this, yeah. If the people had them, if they had them, like, you know, I remember people were very poor then, like, you know, money was scarce.
But you'd have a cow, even a farmer would have he'd have the milking cow for the house.
The farmer would, all this had to be bought from the farmer, you know what I mean? But my mother kept a goat. She kept a goat, my mother, with a goat and the baby. When she was married, she'd always said to herself, the best present she ever got, that's what she got. She got a present of a goat when she got married. That's what she gets. And so, of course, the kid did was meat as well, like, you know what I mean, young goat. And of course, we had, now that you're talking about milk, when the farmer goes that time to the train, he'd bring back what we call sour milk. You could drink as much as that as you like, the farmer, so that you have that. But when they were baking the bread, they had to have that milk. So the milk come back, then when they wait for the farmer to come back, especially when I go down the road to the Smiths, you go down and there'd be a big tub of oil, of milk, sour milk. You stick your head into that then and drink away. Oh, nice.
Did people sit around, was the table kind of in the centre, or would you have a wall?
It would be, the table would be a timber table, yeah. The chairs then were so-gone chairs, yeah, you know the so-gone chairs? No, like a butter box. And you know what a butter box is? No. That's what we said.
What was a butter box? So tell them what a butter
A
box was.
butter box was, the butter would come into the shop at that time, and the butter box would be a nice little square butter box like that. And if the shopkeeper gave it to you, then you had a seat. So you turn the box upside down and set it. That was your seat. Where I came from, that's allowed seat. And of course, if you broke your boat, if you got it, you got out of the jam job then. And it's half a pint to tea out of the jam job, the jam job would be hot. But the next time you got a mug, you didn't break it.
What kind of bread was used?
The bread in my time, my mother used to break was in flour. The flour used to come in bags, and they'd buy the bags of flour, and she'd bake bread in a pot, it's called a vegetable.
A bastable.
A vegetable, yeah. There was a vegetable. What was the topic called? Anyway, vegetable. It was called a vegetable. The bread would be inside, and the peas would be on top, and they get the seeds in and they put it on top. It was a lovely white bread. Yeah.
Was meat often eaten?
If we had it, yeah. Eggs, now is another great breed of us. You know what I mean? The big eggs. The eggs, they are another great breed of us. You know what I mean? That's if you had a leg. When Easter would come, they were talking about gold, when Easter would come, if you got 2 eggs of the Easter mom, you were gold well. They were boiled inside a skillet of the pot. It was called a skillet. And they were boiled inside that. We'd be all they're my 2 eggs, that's my egg. No, that's your egg. We want to get our eggs. That was Easter Sunday with the eggs.
It was fishing.
Yes. With the sport at winter time. Every time the winter would come, they'd salmon up the rivers. It was illegal to catch it. But we used to go out at night and we used to catch them with a lamp. And we had a special spear for it. And we'd spear the salmon. And we had plenty of fish then. And if anyone was interested in fishing, they go fishing and bring them back to us. But we never got fish from the sea and that we were too far in. And they never sold it. But in the winter time, they have the salmon. And they come up.
Did you eat vegetables?
Oh, we did. Plenty of cabbage and foods. That's what you had. Carrots and things like that would be very rare. And passionate and things in the garden. But it was mostly cabbage. Would be the cabbage. And you had to drink the cabbage water. You weren't left out and you drank them over that. Give you iron, I said. I don't know what it was. Give us a light on there.
Are there any towers in the district?
That was the one now below at home. That's the only one we have. And I think that was the church. But there is a castle, as you see, about the road. You know, just out there in any castle, what I don't know, can you go to see?
Ballysheedy Castle.
Ballysheedy, yeah, that's the only one I know. And there's one inside that village, Ballycapty, that was an army barracks, wasn't it?
Yes.
Just as you go through there.
Tell me stories about the first couple.
All I heard was what that time, I remember religion was bad and churches were closed. You weren't allowed to go to church or anything like that. And they used to have, actually the schools were there at one time, so you couldn't have schools. And like they had H schools, you know what I mean?
It was Catholics. It was very much Catholic religion.
Anti-Catholic religion, or Irish language. That was completely. They came in, they wanted to make us more English than the English, but we turned the English around and we made them more Irish than the Irish. So that's what I tell you about that at that time.
Has her districts been connected with any movements in our system?
Well, my name is Breen, and we'd say, if you talk about recent history, we'd say the War of Independence and all that, we'd say if you ever write or talk about it, a book on Dan Breen. He was a local IRM, and I've actually a frame of a picture of him alone. I showed this sometime. He wanted to come over in Ireland, just to go home shooting the English soldiers and things like that. So he would be. They did sit right at the barracks here, you know, during that time.
The Black and Tan time.
Yeah.
What are the biggest changes that you see since you were a child? What's the biggest, massive change?
When you look at the school we have here, look at it compared to what I had. The toilet was out the back here, stone wall, okay, no pulling chains. There was no toilet paper. That was it. No heating. There was nothing to eat. You know, unless you got your lunch switch with that kind of probably one thing. You sat down with your bottle of milk. The new housing and the transport, the cars. Like when we would go playing in the street below there, and there's a car home, that's just before. Now when I get up in the morning, I walk out to the area, there's about 20 cars left in the road. Like, that's changed, the country has changed completely. You know what I mean? All for the better. You know what I mean? It's great to see such a lovely country and see such lovely places you have here. You don't appreciate it and things like that. And I'll be always talking about the punishment we had here. Like, you didn't do too much wrong here when you were going to school. But I'll tell you one thing, if you did, if you crossed the line, you will remember it for a long, long time. The last time that was here, no, he wouldn't. If you went to anything wrong, you get your lessons there in the night time, to do them in the morning. He'd ask you the lessons to see what you're doing. And you got slapped if you didn't do them. You got slapped if you didn't know. And you got slapped if you were bored. And you got slapped if you didn't know at all. Like, you know what I mean? So it's very regimental that when we went to school. He was one of the few that had a stick, like, you know what I mean? He doubt said that now with this kind of, they were but anyway, that was the school. And the following times, look at the lovely houses here when you go home. Look at the television. Like I said, the first time I saw a picture moving was a woman in a white wall belonging to school, belonging to local law. Like, and you have iPhones and modern phones. So there's only one phone in Cappawhite, I'd say, one to the girls' barracks and maybe one to the doctor. What was it? All of them open lads and bowls.
Yeah, Harlem when you're
I did, I used to build like hell out of the place with the hole. Yeah, out there every day outside the hole. There, yeah. Yeah, now I'll ask you a question. What would you like to see in the future? You see what I got to see? What would you like to see in the future? And you going to answer that? Well,
more Harlem.
more?
Even more hurling.
You would like that. Enjoy it.